Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft stream. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm experimenting with a VROID model and see how this works. Damn, my lips move fast. Testing 1, 2, 3. Might need to do some... Hang on. We'll do some fiddling around a second. Lip. Let me see. I am talking a lot. Talking a lot. Talking a lot. I am talking a lot. Okay. La la la. I am speaking a lot. I think that would be better. So yes, this is technically more of a test stream where I'm doing a bit of experimenting. I have to move some things around to actually make my lips move properly. But hey, I am totally not a MIKU. I'm here again today to play some Minecraft. And oh boy, I've got a whole bunch of junk. I've got enough junk to drown a man. Drown him with stone. The certainty of stone. The strength of stone. That's not the right chest, let's go back. Oh boy, I've got tons of junk in here. I'm gonna sort out some stuff. And of course I've got tons of stone and crap. Tons of the stuff. Shove them all in there. Jeez, almost full. Keep very lots of spoots and the rest that goes in the chest. How I might start storing stuff with shulkers. If this chest fills up. Have a chest within a chest. Now that's peak efficiency. Wow, is that usually how it goes? But oh well. When I first experimented with virtual models, I was messing around with a TDA model, but I couldn't figure out how to make it functional for streaming, so never end up using it for streaming. Probably I can make one now, but then again, the TDA model is pretty outdated these days. It's already pretty old, even though I still like the look of them. TDA MIKU. Classic. Absolute classic. Keep it in there just in case. Yeah, and yeah. More stone to the. Oh no, I'm just hiccuping. More stone I need to put in the chest. There we go. Yes, I wanted the. I spent like what 30 minutes just mucking around in VROID to make this avatar. No. Still don't remember the console command. So yes, I spent about 30 minutes mucking around VROID to make this quick and easy. don't function. Thinking about changing a few things, especially like the reactions, because I realize with using VC face, it's very responsive. Because it just raised my eyebrows a little bit, my eyes raise even a little bit, I get mad. It's funny though. The future is here, oh man. I did muck around with VROID 4 years ago. Of course, I was not impressed with the capability of VROID back then. Then, actually, Masquerade Jade was actually messing around with VROID, got me going to have another look at it again. And they certainly added so much more stuff since I last fiddled with it. Maybe I should have created an infinite water source. Oh, there is one. So yes, I think it's for anyone that's interested in making a VTubing model, it is technically more cost effective to get a 3D one since it's easier to set up than it is with live 2D because you need to do you need to make the illustration, then you need to make the model or the rigging, do some fine tuning and editing. And you definitely pretty much need to have the rigger and the artist to work together. I mean, the best option is have a rigger and an artist. Someone who does both so they can make any touch-ups on the live 2D model whenever they feel like it. Or when they need to anyway. Planning to create my own live 2D model and see how it all works. Because I am always curious. But yeah, I haven't even gotten around to that yet. Not yet anyway. And also I wanted to move away from my old bottle because I simply bought that one just for Catbox Talk Show. So I'm doing some experiments with this one. We need to not make the reactions as responsive. Maybe not as quiet. But for a basic MIKU model, it works out. It's got the twin tails, it's got the blue hair. Perfect. And the blue eyes. Everything you need. Everything you could possibly want. Now just fill this up with water. There we go. I just thought of something that's completely off topic. I just find it funny in Elder Scrolls, vampirism is seen as a disease. Even though there are vampire hunters, But you can get a cure for your vampirism. Those who choose to remain as a vampire, well, you know. You know. They, they want that immortal power. Becoming a blood-sucking fiend. A menace to society. Hmm. I find, was it vampirism and oblivion more interesting? Because if you don't drink blood, you will die in the sunlight, so you only can go out at night if you choose to not drink blood. But if you actually do not choose to drink, um, your skin begins to pale, your teeth becomes longer, and you get some serious cheekbones. So you essentially have to drink blood if you want to go out during the day, and you also even get a charm spell as a vampire if you go too long without blood. And I find that actually pretty cool, because when I became a vampire in Oblivion by an arrow, I don't know if the vampire was fighting against licked all these arrows and gave me the virus. But I decided to remain one simply for the fact is it adds a new dynamic to the game. Where you have to balance not being caught trying to drink people's blood while retaining your trying to remain as much humanity as you can. Of course, in bloody Skyrim, so sunlight, that's a minor inconvenience. The sunlight is just an inconvenience. Your health, stamina, magicka regenerates slower under sunlight, and that's it. Which isn't much. It didn't really. Being a vampire in Skyrim does not feel penalizing. It's just, you're a vampire now. Doopy doo da. Doesn't really matter. Of course, until they release the Dragonborn DLC, which they gave you some cool vampiric powers. Then again, it's not the same as in Oblivion. When there's a challenge. There's a challenge to be a vampire. There's no challenge. Skyrim's just like, ooh, magic powers go whoop-de-doo. I do want to play Elder Scrolls 6, but the way Starfield is, I don't really have much hope in Elder Scrolls 6. I don't have much hope they're actually going to do something special with it. They need to... They're not being daring, Bethesda. They're not being innovative. As someone who uses their own mechs, tech, they're not being very creative. I think I know why some game developers don't be innovative and creative because once they create a winning formula, they just constantly repeat it and hopefully they keep again the same mistakes. Oh, not the same mistakes, the same success. But the problem with that is, over time, it just becomes boring. Because you've just been repeating the same game over and over again. Not doing anything new or creative or innovative. Or trying something new. Of course, when you're trying something new of a game franchise, there is a risk in that. Because you might just alienate your fans of the game. Well, that's what happened to Crisis. The second game was not like the first game, and that alienated their fans. You gotta say the same with oh, I forgot what that series was called. Not Killzone. Yeah, I don't remember what it was called. It was a PlayStation title, where essentially you have to fight aliens that arrived on Earth trying to conquer it. They started in Russia and as they spread across to Europe. And it's your job to hold them back. Apparently each version of that game is different from another. Which of course alienated the original fans. But if there was enough years gap between two versions, I guess it makes sense. Because I hear Dragon Age Dreadwolf, they're gonna do something different than what's like with its original origins. I heard mixed things about Dragon Age 2, especially since it's not like the first game, hence hence the game developers alienating their fan base. I do wonder. Another thing about like this year, with Power World and Helldivers, because they're two very popular games, but they're both part of the reason why they're popular because they tried to do something new. Sure, the Pokemon form is nothing new, but the way that Power World did it is what the Pokemon fans wish Pokemon would lead into. Instead of just, repeating the same game for 20 years. So, yes, that's what they design. Wait, no, not design. And also another factor is, yep. How's the trip? The fact that he only slept for a few hours just goes on a trip. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes. Video games. When I was younger, I did wanted to make my own video game. Then I realized how boring coding is. I don't like coding. I did try to make my own Hearts of Iron 4 mods because Hearts of Iron's actually It's extremely easy to mod. But yes, just constantly trial and error and checking everything works. It's boring coding. You are pretty much learning a new language. Well, learning a language that helps game works. Because in the day, I'm a designer. I like designing and making things. But I don't get joy while making things with coding. I always did wanted to make my own Hearts of Iron mods. I had a few ideas what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a... Ooh. I wanted to make a mod that gives every country a unique... What's it called again? Trait? Jeez, I forgot what it's called. Anyway, a unique morph that's tailored for each nation. Based on the politics and situation of the country at this time. I also did want to make my own alternate history mods. Other there's so many of them, don't know what to do. But the main thing I do want to do, actually two things. I want to make a punching graven for global mod, because I got a vision for that. And I also want to make a... What's it called? Yes, I want to make a sub mod for the Great War mod. The problem what I found with the Great War mod, it limits you. It's too limiting. Holds you back. And that's all I'm all about. Oh, what's wrong with this stream being a bit dooflicky? Yeah. Yeah, just a bit. Not the worst, not the worst. Anyway. What I was saying, modding. Yes, Hearts of Iron 4 modding. Extremely easy. But I was just double checking things. Just checking if I actually recording this so I can save it up as a VOD on YouTube. Anyway, getting myself distracted now. I wanted to make a Punishing Grey Raven mod, and also wanted to do an overhaul mod for the World War 1 mod. Because what I have problems with it's quite limiting. You can't do proper naval invasions. Because then it gives you a limit of two divisions. Britain was been doing naval invasions with more divisions than you can in that mod. It's bullcrap. They deliberately limited the capabilities of the people of the time to drag out the bloody war. I don't like limiting for the sake of... It's not even historical accuracy, because if it was historical accuracy, people can do so much more. This was the age of high imperialism. New technology is being developed every decade. Every year, something new is being created. expanded upon and improved. So I want to do an overhaul that pretty much changes the tech, the equipment, and yeah, changes the tech, the equipment. What else? Yes, the focus trees. I want to do an overhaul of the focus trees. Because I think it's too geared to going towards the Grey Wall. Yeah, sure, there's some have options, but I think I want to tailor the focus tree that focuses on more on the natural progression of each country. Such as Germany becoming an economic and military powerhouse. With Russia, you can go down the path of industrialization and just keep on expanding throughout Asia. Japan will be like further boosting its own economy and expanding across Asia and the Pacific. America will be focused on creating puppet governments, which they did across the Americas. France, of course, will be based on their revenge on Germany. Not really sure what else to do with France because, from what I know so far, their major focus is revenge. So to get Alsace-Lorraine back. No, have really grand goals like Italy that wanted to become a Mediterranean power and a global, well, global power in its own right. So the real interesting ones you can play with that one would be Germany, Italy, Japan, Russia. This is my vision for it. Of course you need to add some history stuff. But in a way that makes sense. Of course, how Kaiserreich does it is economic depression. Which makes sense, people doing it tough and struggling to get work and even pay for basic living expenses as they once could. That does radicalize people because they get desperate. But this is the Great War. I think the interesting one would be Austria-Hungary, because I want to do a thing where you can form the Tripolite Empire, form the United States, Great Austria, and the Nubian Federation, sort of become like what some Ottomans wanted, make all their citizens Ottomans. Not a distinction between Turks and Arabs, of course. The Young Turks buggered that up with their Turkish nationalism. Well, yeah, that's something you can choose to be as the Ottoman Empire. Choose to go down the path of Turkish nationalism, or go down the path of Ottomanism, which can also you can go down the path of Pan-Islam, Pan-Turkism, or Pan-Islam. That should be interesting. And essentially, of course, the main focus for Austria-Hungary and Ottomans will be focused on rebuilding their country. And I imagine with Italy to make it a more functional state. because it's a very divided country. I guess for Italy, you can do more of the subtle stuff, such as empower the Parliament or the Senate, or you can empower the empower the monarchy. But there's a lot of factors going on in Italy at the time. It would also be interesting to have like other hot alternate history stuff, such as the Pope becomes the leader of Italy, which was actually a proposal before Italian unification. Make the Pope the head of state. And or just become a plain old republic. So that would be interesting. Of course, the more radical ideologies happened after the Great War, such as national syndicalism in Europe, and of course the syndicalists in the West, and the Marxists in the East and Central Europe. That's after the Great War. I'm more concerned about the events leading, or the directions that things were going before the Great War started. I think that would be a better direction where to take the mod. Hang on, I'll be right back. I need to use the loo. Hopefully I don't get killed by an Enderman. Righty. I am back. Back and out at him. Okay. Just saw a Twitter post that apparently Yay overslept. Oh well. I mean, I was late to my own stream. Normally I start an hour earlier than I did today, but oh well. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, talking about my ideal Great War mod. I also wanted to. So yeah, for Russia's direction, you have a choice between Pan-Slavism, um, yeah, of course, industrialization and expansion in Asia. All three, because Russia's always been an expansionist nation and always will be. It is their fate. But in saying that, but you can choose different directions. You can either become an absolute monarchy because honestly, the side at the time. The real part was with the aristocrats. They're the ones that were truly pulling the shots. Become modern absolute monarchy, or make an aristocratic monarchy, or empower the Duma, eventually lead to a more constitutional monarchy. That's going to be another interesting path. And yeah, just any other option will be that's definitely the focus I want to give to Russia. Of course, and solve fix all the issues that they're having at the time. So with every country, you need to fix with their issues. How strong I mean the multi-ethnic empire, same the Ottomans. Russia with its civil unrest after the Russo-Japanese War. Germany have to deal with Polish separatism. So that will be interesting. I don't know what the situation in France was going on there at that time. All I know, the French always strike, so I imagine there'll be some sort of strike going on. Oh, that's right. Cause yeah, dealing with their colonies. And Britain. I don't know what was going on in Britain around that time, which they have to deal with. Probably need to do more research on that matter. What was the problems of every country at the time before the Great War? I know Italy had civil unrest, Russia had civil unrest, Austria-Hungary had civil unrest, Ottomans had civil unrest, the Germans had to deal with Polish separatists. I don't know about France, Britain. America's America, so not much to worry about there. Um, I think like the more interesting ones would be like Portugal, because when that Portugal became a republic, it was incredibly unstable. Gosh darn, no wonder the republic eventually would end up on the national corporatist rule on the Salazar. Just decades of instability. Who knew removing a long-standing monarchy would not solve your problems? And the monarch at the time, well, to be fair, he wasn't the worst king they have had. But gosh darn, they didn't get any better leaders for quite a while. Then again, you'd say Portugal's still waiting for a good leader. That would be interesting, yeah, for Portugal. You could choose to create a stable republic, a military junta, or even restore the monarchy or as a constitutional monarchy. Yeah, that would be 3 options for Portugal. For terms and expansion, I guess the best they could do is restore the United Kingdom of Portugal and Brazil. That's a classic alternate history option. But yeah, apart from that, there's not many places where they expand. Africa's already. I suppose give players the option to go to war in Africa. Yeah, give players the option to go to war in Africa and expand into. Yes, Portugal did had some port cities along Arabia. Yes, Portugal should even give the option, expand into East Asia or in um, Arabia, because I think that will make a Portugal gameplay pretty damn interesting. Do some crazy stuff. Um, then you've also got Brazil. I guess for them you can choose between an oligarchic republic, more liberal republic, or restore the empire, or even in terms of expansion would be. But Brazil banned slaves by that point, so I didn't see much point for them expanding into Africa. Maybe just for the sake of it. Yeah, might as well give them the option to expand to Africa and to Portugal, but also give them an expansion and become a South American superpower. Now that would be interesting. South American superpower. Change the fate of Brazil instead of them constantly fighting amongst each other. Never become the next United States. I would say the United States focuses become the dominant power in the Western Hemisphere. Or even become a Pacific power. And that's for the United States. But don't know sure what in history the United States go down around that time. Not too sure. Well, for Germany, it's either retain some authoritarian democracy, become a liberal democracy, or just become a military junta, or I guess he can empower the Kaiser, since that's what he wants to do. Kaiser Wilhelm, he wanted to be the people's Kaiser. He wanted to empower the Kaiser, and he did not like the Junkers at all. The Junkers being the aristocrats of Prussia. I always find it funny people describe the Great War as, oh, it's a family feud, but it wasn't, sure. The Tsar of Russia, the Kaiser of Germany, and the King of Great Britain were all related. But they, each country was different, sure. Russia was technically an absolute monarchy, but the aristocrats had the control, the real ones in power. In Germany, sure, the Kaiser's got real power, but it's still a constitutional monarchy. And the Reichstag still had a fair bit of influence, and same with the Junkers. In Britain, even though that's a constitutional monarchy, but you all know well that real power rests in the lords. Leading up to the war, they felt like obligated. People weren't expecting for there to be a world war, because Austria-Hungary, when they sent the ultimatum to Serbia and Serbia refused, most people thought, oh yeah, that seems reasonable. But when it was trying to actually win the war, it's like, oh, okay, Austria-Hungary with the war with Serbia. Because politics in Austria-Hungary wanted to increase the country's prestige and pull out its status as becoming a second-rate power. Of course, Russia saw itself the guardian of all Slavs and Orthodox. Went in, and the Tsar felt like he was obligated to help Serbia. And also went to war with Austria-Hungary. Of course, Germany gave Austria-Hungary, oh yeah, we'll support any decision you might do. It's like, you're at war. Well, we might as well use this opportunity to put Russia and France down the sides. German general staff, they saw the Great War as a war before the next war. If they can win the Great War, then the next war that comes along, they can be in a better position. Of course, they lost, and when the next war came along, they weren't in a better position. But, Russia. So, yes, Sure, people like to blame the monarchies for causing the war, but all those republics are very keen on fighting in World War II. Oh dear. But it takes more than just one person to start a war. You need your foreign diplomats and your generals to actually declare the war, to organize it. Simple fact, main reason why the Great War started, because those at the top wanted a war. They saw the war as an opportunity to increase their influence and dominance in the world, to one up the other European powers. That's why the Great War was fought. Even when, after the Christmas came along, they realized this is not going to be a short war anymore. They still decided to keep fighting because, oh, we lost all this equipment and men, we can't just surrender now and let it all be to be waste. And of course, that led to a lot more deadly war. But in saying that, not for everyone. Britain lost less lives in World War II than World War I. The same with like Australia and Canada or even South Africa. Despite since most of the empire were made up of Indian troops, they did overall lose less casualties than they did in the First World War. But not the Soviets or the Germans. Oh no, they definitely lost a lot more in World War II than they did in the Great War. So much so. Especially the French. The French lost so much less compared to the First World War. The French lost so many lives in the First World War, and it ended up affecting their economy in the end, since so many men died. There wasn't enough workers to fill the jobs there once were. That was pretty terrible. What do you want, cat? Hmm. I would say the real winner of World War One was Romania. Even though they technically lost the war, the fact that they decided, you know what? Since the Central Powers are struggling, and they're about to sign the armistice, how about we just declare war and get what we want? Oh, those Romanians. They're not just doomed to be thieves. Well, I guess they were thieving and all that, and we're gonna take some land. It's gonna be our free real estate. It's also undescribable as a chat. It is a chat move just to lose a war, just to at the end of the Korean War just say, yeah, we're back in it now, and give me what I want. We will take it by force. They weren't messing around. They went straight for it. Bloody Romanians. They will take any opportunity to be on top. Of course, that didn't work out in World War II. They swapped to join the Allies. Of course, the Soviets occupied them, and they're like, you're now communist. Even though most Romanians weren't communist, and funny enough, those who were fascist sympathizers ended up becoming the new communist rulers. Well, some of them are, end up doing that. Oh boy. Oh yes, let's switch sides. Ah, we're now occupied by the communists. Damn, that sucks. And they were stuck with them for the next 50 years. Communist rule. Making the economy worse. Bloody hell. Problem with so many communist rulers, they were the too fascinated by heavy industry. Not even light industry. They wanted heavy industry. They wanted a rapid industrialization. They wanted their own industrial revolutions. Of course, the problem with that, they didn't have food. Since they're so focused on industrializing, the food quality and manufacture dropped significantly. Of course, that led to food insecurity. And most of these communist dictators all make the same mistakes. It's like they don't learn. They're like, factories, heavy machinery. Yeah, that's the future right there. What? There's not enough food? Well, just suck it up. You know. Shouldn't the seize the means of production should be also seize the means of food production? Oh, of course, the Bolsheviks did that, and that led to mass starvations. Because all the experience, the wealthy farmers were purged, and of course the farmers were given to inexperienced people, and led, oh, and the whole issue of collectivization. Damn. You should never let a radical farm. Never let radicals in charge of food production. Because everyone would starve. So, so dumb. Radicals are dumb. They're so obsessed with the ideas that they ignore the reality. They ignore what's happening in front of them. If you're gonna do something extreme, at least you need to think about the consequences. Every action has a consequence. As the saying goes, no good deed goes unpunished. Almost it's a very pessimistic and depressing saying. But it's a concept that does exist in the world. Exploiting people because of their kindness. Of course, once they find out they've been exploited, they would just become more jaded and cynical. Should celebrate people's kindness, not just encourage it. That's all the world needs. Just need considerate people in positions of power. And then higher the totem pole you go up, more dangerous it becomes, more of a target you become. That's why most people just want jobs that listen have much responsibility. Cause all this difficulties, it's unpleasant to deal with. Always must be careful. I do have a deep interest in history and how the world works. I find it fascinating. I know why the world it is the way it is, and how it always will be. History always repeats itself. Nothing changes. Wow. Sure, social norms, technology, and societies change, but human nature does not. Human nature never changes. The humans 1,000 years ago are still the same as the humans today. Well, sure, the environments are different, but the nature is still the same. The experiences are different. But values are not. Values. Core values do not change. Anyway, I've spent a good amount of time just water buckets down. So near the, am I getting near the end? Am I getting there? Whoops. Water on the tracks is the last thing I want. Oh, no, I'm yawning. Oh, oops. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting close to the end. What I might... Well, it's certainly quicker to villain it up with water than it is mining it all. Mining it is just a hassle. Oh, now it's a big yawn. I like how my eyes just cross when I'm yawning. It's almost like it's an angry yawn. Gosh darn yawns. Alright. Now we need more water. Mufasa. Ja. Ich muss Wasser. Wassereimer. Ich muss. Yeah. Now I'm yawning so much. Hmm. So how much stone I have? Might as well, because I need to empty out a couple chests if I'm gonna go and reform the bunker. Wassereimer. Oh, almost there. Oops. There we go. Much better. I just need to link it all up. And then fill up the other section of water and they can go boating down here. What if you do this in real life? Have a railway track in the middle and you've got water either side of it. I'm pretty sure the water... Oh, I was thinking about steam trains. I was about to say they would have become black and smog, but this is different. Alright, there we go. Let's fill this up with water. And that'll be job done. Oh yes, another thing I did hear that the new Dragon Dogma game they released its custom character design out first, which is interesting. Sure, it gives people some time to muck around and play with it, and design characters they want to play as before they play the game. I I don't know if I want to get the new Dragon Dogma game, since I haven't finished the first one. That game has been out for the past decade. I still haven't finished it. I started, I just never finished it. It's on the list of games I want to finish. Maybe I should be doing that instead of playing bloody Minecraft. But I don't have a capture card for it, so oh well. That is unfortunate. There we go. Oh, okay. Now just to the other direction. To the other side. I'll still got one on this side. Just plonk it down. Call it a day. Yeah, it's smooth. Thinking about making this railway track pretty, but nah. I probably wouldn't do that. It's doing its job, and that's what all that matters. I have forgot to fix the gaps. There we go. Hmm. There should be enough light to prevent monsters from spawning in the water. Oh, that's a hope anyway. I hope they don't. Hmm. Anyway. Hmm. Also, I've been hearing that major gaming studios have been mass firing people. Oh, makes sense with this current recession, and people don't have the same disposable income as they once did. Does make sense. Oh, need a. There we go. Need to restructure myself. Ah, boy. Now I just need to Yeah, flood. Anyway, what I was saying beforehand. A lot of major studios are struggling and they are mass firing people, which makes sense for this current recession. Not many people have the same amount of income they once did. And they charge a fortune for their games for little in return. What makes Power World and Helldives more successful because they're more what's the saying? They're more affordable, but at the same time they provide a new experience. Something that people wanted. For Halo fans, Helldive is exactly what an ODST game they want. For Power World, they finally did something that Game Freak would never do. All it takes is some new developers with ideas to challenge the old guard. And oh boy, the old guard is not liking to being challenged. But we need this. Challenge is good. Challenge creates competition, and competition creates innovation. Because it forces people to make better stuff. Of course, if they don't learn and just go on the ceiling bridge. And that's not innovation, that's just suppressing it. There we go. I'm like a boat. Why haven't I been doing this? This is a lot more efficient. A lot more effective. There we go. Wunderbar. There we go. And now I just need to mine the rest out. Might as well empty out these buckets. So I have more space. There we go. Anyway, now I'll start mining. There we go. And that's how the cookie crumbles. Notice there's a bit of a 10-second delay on my stream. 10 seconds, 5 seconds longer than I want it to be. So after this, all I have left to do now is my bunker. Interesting. I still need to make up some space, so I'm gonna expand some Never bridges. Alrighty. Been sneezing a lot now. Strange. Anyway, let's continue this. There was this, for my bunker, I just need to build some iron doors, some iron walls and whatnot. Also, I'm gonna finish off that mob spawner. It's the most elaborate thing I'm gonna make. Let's be at least 3 layers high. That's a lot of water. This is good news because that can help me. Help me with my mission. I covered this whole section of water. Actually, I'm gonna turn on Minecraft a bit. It's a bit quiet. And that's not what I want. I want some noise. There we go. There we go. Down we go. So much dirt. Now I really am becoming a dwarf for mining a hole. Now I have been mining this tunnel for quite a while now. Literal hours. Yeah, once that's done, bunker. And once the bunker is done, I finally can actually whatchamacallit. Just gonna keep going down. Now I think about it, damn, lost my train of thought. Then I can actually kill the wyvern and do it again. And yeah, then be done with it. Ooh. Ah, boy. Just make myself go all around in circles. Woo. Well, I would say now the 3D model is certainly a lot more expressive than my 2D one. That's for certain. It's not even joking. I would say this one's only works for streaming. Sure, it's not exactly original, but hey, it does the job. And that's what matters. She's almost set up with junk again. At this rate, I might need to. Bloody hell. At this rate, I might need to go and visit the creepers again. Give them a good old 1-2. 1-2, stabby stab. Remember, a dead creeper is a good creeper. And we need to squeeze the gunpowder out of them. Gonna use them for production. Just as the Lord intended. Good thing I have shoes with full damage. Oh, stupid Enderman, that actually spooked me. Would come for a fight. Wasn't prepared for a fight. There we go. And then I continue over this side. I know the best or the fastest means of transportations with eyes, but hey. It is how it is. Now I just need to make it down to the other side. Well, I'm getting there since I passed that gap. Should I give this part section some? No. No, I'll give it a sunroof. It's not like water is dripping onto it, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. All fill me to fill up. The fact that I'm keeping most of the stone how it is makes it look kind of dingy. A dingy underground railway track. Oh well. Yep. Further down we go. Oh, we're getting there. Oh no, cursor in the man leaving the dirt blocks on the ground. How incredibly rude. Nothing but a nuisance. A pest, if you will. Oh. Oh, that's right, it's got silk touch. Accidental silk touch. Now, since I reached this, might as well make that an aquarium. Oh, hello DJ, how do you do? What do you think of this 3D model which I spent 30 minutes in VROID to make? I see you're vibing in the moment. Looks normal. What does that mean? What do you mean by it looks normal? Does it remind you of Miku? Does it remind you of Hatsune Miku? Anyway, let's clean this tunnel for once and for all. Then I don't have to worry about it. Never ever again. But hey, we're almost there. And of course the server is gonna restart in 5 minutes. But of course. It's just how it normally does. Oh. Time to dump some stuff. Almost full again. Oh boy. Hmm. The catbox ever responded back? No, he never responded back to me. He just said how and disappeared. Yeah, it's just no most unfortunate. No, I'm just derping. Are you becoming Derp J Fire? Alrighty. Oh, we're suddenly getting there. I move down and down. Oh, I accidentally broke in the railway track. That was silly of me. Nom. What are you gonna be numbing on, Derp Fire? Hmm. Just mine that up. Ah, yeah, I can see the end in sight. I'm almost there. Just before the server restarts. Because I have fantastic timing. I'm gonna start any second now. And there it is. Well, as I wait for the server to get back up and use the loot real quick, and I will be right back. Don't cause too much trouble. Alrighty. Now I just need to process my body once again. There we go. Wonderful. Perfect. I can't go too close, apparently. Alright. Oh. Just get myself in position. And let's continue. And let's finish this job. Why can't I hear anything now? Because I cannot. Strange. Well, that must have been unpleasant. No, I just accidentally turned down the volume on my headphones. Alright. I could not hear it, but people who were watching this could definitely hear it. Alright. Almost there. The end is in sight. I can finally move on and be happy with my life. Let's check everything's working smoothly. Because this is technically a test stream for this model. Wasser. Ich sehe Wasser. There we go. Oh, that's an expensive grass. Well, I'm gonna flood all that up with water anyway. So it doesn't matter. Almost there. There we go. Go. Put some in the chest. Slap that in there. Oh boy. All this bloody stone I've got. And of course I ran out of space. Shut. I'm gonna make this the cobblestone chest. Damn, I have no more space for deep slate I'm gonna use. Well, alright then, I was not expecting to get a phone call. I do need to take my phone calls, sadly, simply because uh, don't know who's gonna ring, and people rarely ever ring me, so it's unusual that I get a phone call. Vid. Oh, alright. Somehow my internet got disconnected. That was pretty weird. That's why I was getting this box of crap. Wow, I ended up wasting too much time on a stream. That phone call went a lot longer than I thought it would. But it would only take 5 minutes, but apparently not. Whoop-de-doo-dah. Let's go in the nether. Oh, my dogs are here. Forgot about that. Time to extend the bridge. Oh, I'm just knocking everything around. Had it all perfectly set up. Ah. Oops. No, I just got... I had everything perfectly set up and now it's a mess. Oh well. Let's go and finish this stream though, this is so scuffed. I am a super casual streamer, it's ridiculously super casual. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And of course, ghasts. Such annoying creatures. Oh, it's getting in me way. The bastards. Gosh darn bastards. Oh look, a victim. I want to assault this skeleton. There we go. And that's how you do an assault. Oh yeah, I've got to smell that crap. Oh well. I'm just gonna be placing down blocks. I mean, I could just do this. And, there we go. Oh. There we go. The joys of teleportation commands. They certainly make a whole lot of difference. They really do. I need some water. Oh dear. Alright, time to make this bridge. And of course there's a ghast down there. What do you want, you fat bastard? Alright, my armor killed it. I need to make space. I'm gonna use up all these blocks. Really? course, it has to be outside of my visual range. Stupid creatures. They're nothing but a nuisance. Parasite. Parasite on society. Anyway, let's keep building. My goal here isn't to make a path. Well, it is, but it's more of the case of using blocks so I can have more space. Oh, it's filled with... yeah. Actually, what's in this one? Oh, yeah. That's the deep slate stuff. Which I would need for my underground lair. Never was my intention to finish off this path. But hey, oh, an excess blocks, so might as well use them. I do want to go... Still haven't even finished that bridge I made. Thinking I was using deep slate for that bridge. I was using cobblestone and I never... Okay. Use every single last one of them. Do I need to dig in some trees? Might actually. Oh well, I'll just use up these blocks and see if I really need to do that. There we go. There we go. Need to get the timing right. There we go. Screw you, skeleton. You can go and die in hell. All I care. Alright. Now this construction. Might as well make it look less wonky. There's 3 blocks. There we go. Alright. sure. Should focus on one side. Of course. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What do you want? Just minding my own business, yeah? Gee, so rude. Minding my own business and I just run at you and stab you. It's like, bruh, was this London? No respect. No courtesy. I wouldn't use the pain of gravity. Gravity. There we go. Yeah, empty this out. Jeez, that is a lot of things. Cobblestone. Okay. 1, 2. What am I doing? That's 1, 2, 3. Just gonna be one more down. You dingleberry. There we go. Now that's how it should look like. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Wunderbar. And I got that mess on top. Goodness sake. Just leave me alone. Yeah, I miscalculated that one. There we go. Go. One, I have to make a separate wall. Oh, I'm just dumb. I wasn't supposed to go that far because this is a corner. Bloody hell. Eesh. Go. One, two, three, four. One, two. Perfect. One, one. There we go. One. Hmm. There we go. Yeah. I still got tons of this stuff. It's gonna take me a while. To use up all these blocks. Can you use this as a way to get down? Oh well. Ah. Hmm. That's the one. One, two, three. Oh, who did that? That was a Blaze who did that. He's right over there, the cheeky bugger. Just want to build in the nether, gosh darn it. A-holes. That's what they are. A bunch of a-holes. Bunch of jerks that deserve to be put into the ground. Oh, I stepped in lava. Like a dumb idiot. Just like a dumb idiot would. Oh, is this actually done? Well, now it looks less awkward. Honestly, wasn't expecting to finish it that quickly. Huh. Fancy that. I mean, I thought it was a fire arrow. So, like, since when skeletons have fire arrows? Dumb pigs. So dumb. Get out of here. Stupid idiot. Well, that did not use up as much stone as I hoped it would. Just need to add some light here. There always and forever will be an empty shell. Broke me torch. Where did it go? Did it just disappear? Strange. Everything is out to get me. Amazing. Almost. Idiots is what they are. Stupid idiots. don't want to mine stuff because I know as soon as I start mining, I'm gonna empty out my inventory. Wow, okay. Someone's using up all my cobblestone. Wow, amazing. Stupid. Stupid idiot. Surprised so many are spawning around here. Spiral tower. Well, it was supposed to be a spiral tower, but I did completely forgot about it, and I will never finish it. Saying goes, tee hee, oopsie. Not my problem. Speaking of paths, there is a section of the Nether I want to build a path to. So these excess cobblestone. Let me see. I can see the framework of the tower. That's it. Want to make path over there. So I just need to be right over the lava. That's only is precarious. At least I can use them the bloody cobblestone. And that's the main goal. Well, I would like to pretty much connect everything up. To be my last final act. Sup, fellas? Alright, I just have to get to the end of this tunnel. Sup, a-hole? Cross this bridge. What do you want? Does he want to fight? I'll give him a fight. Alright. Yes. To build a bridge towards this direction. Well, since I've got excess blocks, I might as well make it all connected. Interlaced. And I've got a lot to use up. Shame the server does not allow you to have a further render distance. Because you should be able to see my skyscraper that way, but no. Apparently that's too far away. We can't do that. It's a big no. Can't do that at all. Actually, how far away is this? Oh, reasonably far. Which is good news for me. I can use these blocks. The server doesn't freak out on me. Doesn't like me placing so many blocks in the nether. Alright. Okay. Okay. Really? Ah, there we go. You probably use a stack. Hmm. Stupid server. I'm all to keep up with me placing blocks. For goodness sake. What did I miss that? I was there. Asshole. And there we go. Oh, okay. Got a bit spooked there because it suddenly got bright. I was like, oh no, something's gonna happen. But nope. Almost there. because they spawn on my bridge. There we go. Almost to it. Oops. Well, can't exactly jump over it. I did not make this. I'm pretty sure Hero made this. Or she did. Oops. There we go. Now it's coming together. Now to fight these a-holes up ahead. What? They just spawned as soon as I left that spot. Oh yeah. Stupid beasts. Hmm. Why are you spawning on my bridge? Stupid pigs. Stupid pigs spawning on my bridge. And of course I accidentally misclicked. Now this all be good. Goodbye. Perfect. Now of course the damn thing spawn on the bridge again. Okay. Stupid idiots. And then minding my own business here. But now I'm in the middle of a very important job. Trying to make the liveable connected. There we go. Alright, it's connected now. Can't go to the very southern edge because I'll be mining on Neverac. I do want to square off this bridge. I want to make it on multiple ways for it to be connected. Stupid pigs. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. Now I'll just connect this to the other bridge and we should be good. Make all the bridges connect. go. There we go. Perfect. Hmm. Almost to the other side. Almost empty. Almost to the other side. I say almost reached the other side. I'm nowhere near the next bridge. Trying to shoot me, are you? How rude. So very rude. Yeah. Well, I couldn't build the full bridge, but I used up a whole bunch of that cobblestone. So I can free up some space. Well, at least I got a whole bunch of leather. Oh, pardon me, leather from that. Alright. Got so much bronze. More bronze than I know what to do with it. Anyway, I think I finally will end stream there. Sorry for the interruption halfway through. And a bit late, but stretching. But next time, I might use this ever some more, but probably needs some tweaking, a little bit of editing, as it should be. Anyway, I will be seeing you all next time. I'm not sure what I'll be doing on Thursday. I already finished the PGR story. I might do some Punching Grey Raven stuff. Might do some more Crusader Kings, because I was doing my Sauron playthrough. We will see what happens. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. And good luck.